We're gonna make an incredible stack of zucchini pancakes. They're fluffy, delicious, you're gonna love them. Hi, I'm Laura Fuentes, and on my channel I share all the kitchen skills that moms just know, real life recipes, and the very best pancakes. Subscribe for more. First thing we're gonna do is grate the zucchini. I've trimmed both ends, and I'm gonna take my grater and place it on top of a paper towel. You're gonna use the coarser side of grating, kind of like when you're grating cheese. If you really want fine, you could use this. When you get to the end, I just turn it around and grate it as close as I can. The reason you grate it on top of a paper towel is so you can wrap it up and squeeze out any excess moisture. You're gonna need about a packed cup. Next, I'm gonna measure my flour, which I like to use a smaller scoop to fill the measurement that I need. Give it a couple taps and remove any excess from the top, and in my bowl it goes. To the flour, I'm gonna add some sugar, just a little to sweeten up this batter. This recipe uses baking powder and baking soda. The baking powder makes these fluffy, and the baking soda is going to react with the buttermilk for extra airy pancakes. And of course, a little bit of salt. With a whisk, I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients really well. Then you're gonna move some of the flour to the sides and pour your buttermilk right in the middle. You're gonna add your eggs and some butter that you melted and let it cool on the counter. I'm going to whisk the eggs first right here in the middle. And once they've incorporated, I'm going to go around and mix it with the flour. The batter is gonna be thick, a little lumpy, but airy. Now we're gonna add the grated zucchini into the batter bowl, and I'm going to zest a lemon. I'm gonna zest my lemon directly into my bowl. I'm zesting the yellow part only, moving on when I reach the white. The lemon adds a nice bright zestiness to these buttermilk with zucchini pancakes. To make these extra zesty and bright, squeeze half a lemon right into your batter, about a tablespoon. Make sure to grab the lemon inside your grater. And then with a spatula, I'm going to gently mix the zucchini into my batter, just enough to mix it. Let me show you what it looks like up close. The zucchini is mixed right into the batter. This is what you want. I'm gonna cook these on my griddle so I can fit a lot of pancakes at once, but if you're making them in a large pan, you should be able to fit 3 at a time. Between batches, take the pan and rinse it in the sink to cool it down so your pancakes don't burn. Now that my griddle is nice and hot, I'm going to grease it with some butter. You could also use oil, and then immediately pour about 1/3 of a cup per pancake. As you can see, they're thick but airy, and you're gonna use the back of the scoop to give them a nice round shape. These are cooking over medium heat because they're gonna take a little longer, about 2.5 minutes per side. When I see bubbles forming, that means that the heat is coming through and they're ready to be flipped and cooked for another 2 minutes on the second side. When they're ready, I'm just gonna take them off my griddle with a large spatula right onto a plate and repeat the process with the rest of the batch. Between batches, take a paper towel and wipe any burnt butter or grease from the griddle so your next batch turns out perfect. Don't these look awesome? Let's stack them up on a plate, top them with some butter and drizzle some syrup. These are pillowy soft, so good. Grab everything that you need to make these zucchini pancakes below this video, and if you're into these type of breakfast, watch this one next. See you next time.